the drums of war began to sound. Nigeria turned against us on our own sacred ground. May 30, 1967, we still remember the day hope was born and hell descended. Rivers ran red, children cried for food in the shadow of famine and flying bombs. Biafra, Biafra, your name we call. Though they tried to bury you behind the wall, your spirit lives in every soul that knows the price of freedom and the blood that flows. Hey. Blockade and hunger became their sword. Kwashako scars on bodies of the young and children. Women buried babies in shallow graves, while the world watched and looked the other way. From Uliya Street to the starving fields, 1 million souls crossed into eternity. They called it war, we call it genocide. Our peoples will refuse to die. May 30, 1967, we still remember the day hope was born and hell descended. Rivers ran red, children cried for food in the shadow of famine and flying bombs. Biafra, Biafra, your name we call. Though they try to bury you behind the wall, your spirit lives in every soul that knows the price of freedom and the blood that flows. Whoa. Survivors left to tell of the pain, the courage, and the tears that fell. Nigeria may hide one flag, but 2 wounds remain. Only Biafra independence can heal these wounds in the heart of a nation still carrying the pain. We do not forget, we will not be silent for the unborn children and the dead who cry loudest. May 30, 1967, echoes in the wind, never to be erased. Biafra lives in memory and in flame. One day the truth will speak your name. We say it loud and clear. Never again, never again, never again. Biafra independence is not negotiable. Biafra independence is not negotiable. Today, Nigeria is in confusion. Jihadist terrorist killings everywhere in Nigeria. Biafra leaves, retreat and surrender is dead for us. Therefore, no retreat, no surrender. God bless Biafra Republic, government in exile. Under the leadership of Prime Minister His Excellency Ogechukwu Nkere, for standing tall for Biafra independence and freedom. God bless Biafra, God bless Biafra, God bless Biafra, the land of the rising sun. God bless Biafra, God bless Biafra, God bless Biafra, the land of the rising sun.
Hello, wonderful Biafrans, lovers of freedom all over the world. My people, I greet you this morning. I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your location. Join me from wherever you are watching and let us continue. We have to continue talking about Biafra. Biafra is going to be our beautiful nation. We must evangelize. We must talk to friends. We must talk to those who want to hear, even those who do not want to hear. Join us and you will understand. Ndị be anyị nọ n'ụlọ, ekenekwa m unu. Ekene m nwoke, kene nwanyị. Tata bụ abalị asatọ n'ọnwa Jun, ọnwa isii n'arọ. Bụrụkwa nkwọ n'afịa ndị be anyị. Join me, my people, and let us continue. And before we go ahead, I have to thank Chukwu Okike Abiama. Chineke kere igwe ke ụwa, biko nna bịa nyere anyị aka. Gbatala ya ọsọ enyemaka nna na o nwere ife nwere ike ime. Biko nna bịa chedo ndị isi anyị niile, ma ndị eji eji, ma ndị anọrọ na nga, na ụmụ Biafra niile na-asọpọtụ ife anyị na-eme. Chineke nna biko bịa gbaa ya ume. Ise. My darling sister is here. I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much for always being there. Join me, Biafrans. Let the 5 of you watching now remember to click the like button to invite more of Biafrans. Today is another new day. We are happy and glad in it because the Lord has kept us alive to see another day, and we must continue. We are not going to give up. Biafra is a powerful nation. I know that Nigeria does not want Biafra to come, but Biafra must surely come, whether they like it or not. My people, on Friday by 9 p.m., our Prime Minister, Mazi Ogenkere, His Excellency, he was there with our powerful Information Minister. So we have to deliberate on that for those of you who have not heard that. But before I go there, I must show you people what Govt said, that we will always remind him. According to the program title today, Nigeria terrorist government cannot break Biafrans, and it will never happen. They tried before, it wasn't easy for them, but because our leader, Supreme Leader Odumegwu Ojukwu and Philip Effiong were men of conscience, they allowed for that no victor, no vanquish. And they thought that it will keep carrying on. So it's good to remind Gowon that when you serve the Fulanese, you go and return in shame. And he will continue to complain. What is going on now in his state is a classical example that whatever you do comes back to you. If it does not come back to you, it will surely come back to your relatives. And you will learn that doing evil, especially with your clear mind, that is not easy. It doesn't pay. Let me bring the video of Yakubu Gowon. He's very, very silent. But I know that if you keep your ear down, you will hear what he is saying. This is exactly the same way that Christopher Musa, a man from Kaduna and a Christian, is now serving the Fulanese. But all of them will pay for it.
The so-called rising sun of Biafra is set forever. It will be a great disservice for anyone to continue to use the word Biafra to refer to any part of the East Central state of Nigeria. The tragic chapter of violence is just ended. We are at the dawn of national reconciliation. Once again, we have an opportunity to build a new nation. You will have heard that my government may seek the assistance of friendly foreign governments and bodies, especially in the provision of equipment to supplement our national effort. There are, however, a number of foreign governments and organizations whose so-called assistance will not be welcome. These are the governments and organizations which sustained the rebellion. They are thus guilty of the blood of thousands who perished because of the prolongation of the futile resistance. They did not act out of love for humanity. Their purpose was to disintegrate Nigeria and Africa and impose their will on us.
Now, Biafrans, you have all heard Yakubu Gowon, and I will take it one by one right now. I welcome you once more to this hallowed platform, Biafra Republic Government in Exile Media. Now, my people, you can all see, yes, that Yakubu Gowon, you can all see that Yakubu Gowon was the man who started all this menace that is going on today. Everything that Biafrans are going through was caused by this man. At that time, he was about 34 years old or something within that region. I wasn't matured enough to understand politics at the time. Mana ndị Igbo tụrụ inu si na okenye kwulu nwata ọ bụla okenye. Efifie kwudo nwata ọ bụla okenye. Nwoke a, this man is the cause of the problem in Nigeria today. This very man. And when our first Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, was here, he said that people, a group, should pray that this man will not die. Ndewo Ifeanyi, Dalu so much. I appreciate all of you. Remember to click the like button so that it will invite more people. It is always good, my people, for enough people to come and listen, to understand that Nigeria government, they are deliberately causing chaos, kidnapping people, killing human beings, fighting religious war for no good reason. No good reason whatsoever. This man is living today, but every minute he wishes to die. Because what he is saying today, his mouth cannot explain it. Let me go through the video once more, and we will take it one by one before we go to the video of our Prime Minister's State of Address or interview by our Information Minister.
The The so-called rising sun of Biafra is set forever.
The so-called, our rising sun is so-called. The so-called rising sun of Biafra is set forever. That's what he said, because that audio is salient. It is not sounding out properly.
It will be a great disservice for anyone to continue to use the word Biafra
It will be a great disturbance for anyone to continue using the word Biafra. Today, most Nigerians know, they know very well that Biafra is their only way out. Even the Yorubas, they know that the Oduduwa nation that they have been crying for is their only way out. But because of greed, because of selfishness, Tinubu doesn't want to go yet. But he has that in mind, because before Tinubu came to power, he threatened the Fulanis that he was the one who brought Buhari to power. And if they did not allow him to rule, that he will destroy Nigeria. That's why they allowed him. And he was shouting, Emiloko. Emiloko in Yoruba language means, it is my turn. So, once he finishes this, I will tell you, my people, what is in my mind.
to refer to any part of the East Central state of Nigeria. The tragic chapter of violence is just ended.
The tragic chapter of violence is just ended. They always refer to us as violent people. Now that since after the war 1970 till date, no man from the place he referred to as East Central State has ever ruled Nigeria. And Nigeria has never progressed. Not at all. Nigeria now is the worst nation in the whole world. And they always refer to us as violent people, because we want to tell them to do the right thing.
We are at the dawn of national reconciliation.
They are at the dawn of national reconciliation. This was a reconciliation that he went to Aburi to do with Ojukwu. He came back and changed. And today he wrote his hopeless and useless book, denying that Aburi, he does not know anything about it. This is Nigeria for you. Go and serve the Fulanis and come back in shame.
Once again, we have an opportunity to build a new nation.
Yes, what is going on today in Nigeria is a new nation. A new nation that terrorizes, kills its citizens. A new nation that after killing as a terrorist, you will be converted to the army. From killing people and citizens, you will be converted to the army. And they will call you repentant. Boko Haram. Let me now show you people something that will make you understand the killing or the conversion of terrorists into the military. Let me show you. Because it's always good for people to say, I see what is going on, or I know what is going on. Now, today, Biafrans, look at this. Just look at this. A new nation. Gowon said that they have a new nation. They are building a new nation. Ndewo Chukwudi. I appreciate all of you. Now, last week, not last month or last year or 10 years ago, just last week, look at the number of soldiers. If you watch all these things, they are all soldiers and they are coughing, their body inside. These are the number of soldiers that Boko Haram killed in the north, in Borno State. And who is giving intel to Boko Haram? These are the repentant Boko Haram in the military. And if proper care is not taken, these soldiers are from the south, because that is their modus operandi. They will always take soldiers from the south and position them in Borno State, where they will easily be taken away. They will take them away. They will group them together. Those in the army that were converted from terrorism will give intel to those who are not converted yet, and they will come and finish the soldiers. This is the nation that Gowon is building, or he built. Let's continue to listen to him.
You will have heard that my government may seek the assistance of friendly foreign governments and bodies, especially in the provision of equipment.
In the provision of equipment, his government, after the war 1970, is going to look for foreign countries, foreign governments, for provision of equipment. Nigeria can never produce anything. They have iron or steel in Ajokuta. They have cement in Nkalago. They have everything in Nigeria. But what do? They import. They will go on importing. Nigeria, with their steel in Ajokuta, cannot produce a spoon. But the only Biafra people, we produced our own warheads, rockets called Obunigwe during the war. This man, I saw this video and I feel like, I don't know how I feel about this man. He went to Aburi with Ojukwu. He came back and turned. He turned round and rejected all the things that other African leaders settled between him and Ojukwu for regional government. He turned it down like coconut head. He is the cause of the problem going on today in Nigeria. Because we Biafrans wouldn't have been here talking with Nigeria or trying to negotiate with the bandits, because they are all bandits. They are all terrorists. This Yakubu Gowon remains the cause of the problem in Nigeria. No chain has broken that causation. He remains the central man that brought this calamity on the whole region.
To supplement our national effort. There are, however, a number of foreign governments and organizations whose so-called assistance will not be welcome. These are the governments and organizations which sustained the rebellion.
You see, he said that he is looking for foreign governments to support him with equipment. And there are some countries that they will not accept. Those who sustained and supported the rebellions. We are the rebellions. Now, those rebellions are in his Plateau and Benue State. His town. They are in his town. Gowon remains the cause of problem in Nigeria today. that is working hard to destroy other regions. We are not Nigerians. We were Biafrans ever before Nigeria was created in 1914 by Lord Lugard and Flora Shaw. We were Biafrans. 400 in existence, 400 years before Nigeria was created. And Nigeria was created with a lot of clauses. One of the clauses is that Nigeria will expire in after 100 years. And the other clause is that after 100 years, any region that wants to go out can go out. But Nigeria is always lying to itself and to foreigners. So he's referring to Biafrans as rebellions because we wanted to exercise, I beg your pardon, we wanted to exercise the right coming out of that amalgamation. And they said no, because they discovered oil in our land. They discovered crude in our land. They discovered gas in our land. And for that reason, we are not allowed to go. He was fighting to maintain the Fulanis and the foreign allies, the people that are not supporting the rebellions. Nigeria is purely made for foreigners. And we do not regret telling the world the way things are. And why am I doing this? I am doing it for us to know, we Biafrans especially, that Nigeria is not a place for us. We have no place in Nigeria. We have a government right now as freedom fighters. We are now running a government and we need financial sponsors. We need donation. We need everything that a government needs to keep running smoothly until we get home. Go on, we remain alive until Biafra comes. And we will bring this video for him. He is calling us rebellions. So now, I want to hear from him what he will call the people that Gumi call. What does he call them again? Okay, I will put the link now. I want to know what he will call Gumi's bandit groups. I don't know what he will call them. He referred to Biafrans as rebellions. And when these toothless bulldog governors came, they said that we are terrorists. I wonder what they will call Gumi's men. All these people here, let me see where I can find them. I wonder what he will call them. All these men, I don't know what they will call them. If they call us rebellions, look at the people. These are terrorists from other African countries. Yes, Gumi's prodigal sons. You are correct. These are Gumi's prodigal sons. Look at them. From other African countries. From where I got this video, the person put there that African leaders are allowing their people to come to Nigeria and be unaliving healthy and young men and women, healthy people who are not sick. But Yakubu Gowon I don't know what he will call these people. I truly do not know. So let me go back to Yakubu Gowon.
They are thus guilty of the blood of thousands who perished because of the prolongation of the futile rebel resistance. They did not act out of love for humanity. Their purpose was to disintegrate Nigeria.
Our purpose was to disintegrate Nigeria and Africa. That's what Gowon is saying. That our purpose was to disintegrate Nigeria and Africa. That was his words, not mine. I'm only reporting what he said. He is the one that made the statement. I'm only analyzing and reporting it. Yakubu Gowon will live to eat his words in his own mouth. The problem in Nigeria today, this is the perpetrator. Not allegedly. He is the perpetrator. This man is the cause of the problem we have today. So, Biafrans, we all know the truth. And it is only the truth that will set us free. Ugadie Igbe Ndewo, Daluso. I can see that looks like the picture of Onyendu's parents. Daluso. Thank you so much. Umu Biafra. Nigeria, they know how to resolve their problems, but they just don't want to do that. Why? Because the Zamfara gold should remain for the Fulani control, while Biafra oil, gas, and crude will be for the whole country. And one girl asked, is Nigeria working for you? Yakubu Gowon, maybe it is still working for him. Based on what his Plateau and Benue people are going through today, Nigeria is really working for Yakubu Gowon. Onye kpatalu nkwa ahụhụ si ngwele bịara ya mgbalu. Gowon enwetegi ife ọ na-achọ right now. He will look at himself now if he see this video and look at the way he looks now. We are the rising sun and we will remain the rising sun. He said that there will be nothing like rising sun. We are going to remain the rising sun. Do you people know what? The reality here is something. Onwele ebe m ji okwu eje. Ndị Nigeria, oge na-abịa mgbe fa gasị ndị Biafra, daalụ maka ikuzilufa ife bụ development, civilization, and humanity. In Europe, they have 44 nations. Why is it so? Because they want easy management and administration of their nations and their people. Ọ bụrụ n'oge Hitler chọka Europe bụrụ one nation ka ọ na-control fa. Do you think you can control them now? Do you think that some of them will not be fighting for freedom with us now? Why did Kashim Shettima, you know that one, he is hiding. He's not coming out. His name doesn't come out. Why did he go to Palestine or UN and was advocating for Palestinians to be set free? Why? Because he knew that freedom is a graceful thing. He knew it. But he doesn't want Biafrans to be free because of the oil. Because of the oil. If this oil in Biafra land is in the Yoruba land or in Hausa land, do you think that either the Fulani or the Yorubas will allow Biafrans to come close? They are draining our oil, taking our gas, taking our crude. Yet they are fighting us. So you would have known what they would have done to us if we had none of these natural and mineral resources. So my people, why I brought this video is to remind you people that Yakubu Gowon remains the cause of problem in that region today. He remains the cause. And unashamedly, unrepentantly, he wrote a book and is still making reference to Aburi in Ghana. He said he was not aware of it. A liar. The same thing he did then is what Christopher Musa started doing now. So they will go and serve the Fulani and come back in shame. This group of terrorists that I showed here, these are the products of Yakubu Gowon's failure to maintain Aburi Accord. This is the cause. This is in Nigeria. All the African Fulanis are now settled in Nigeria. Look at them. That is the product of all this. And there's a video where Onyendumazi Nnamdi Kanu was saying something similar to this. And I want to look for it and play it for you people, so that you will understand that anything that is going on, we must not forget. We must not forget.
And then I want to showcase the foolishness of your average Nigerian, the foolishness of Bishop Coker. I want to let the world understand how foolish a Nigerian is. Not from me, but I want all of everybody to listen to this very, very carefully, please, and tell me if Nigerians are not stupid. Listen.
We have a confession that the media has not given appropriate attention.
Yes, what is that?
Kawu Baraje Alaji
Alaji Kabaraje
was the leading chieftain of the APC.
Yes.
And he has confessed that they imported the foreign mercenaries who have become bandits.
APC imported foreign mercenaries.
Biafrans, look at them. I have just shown you. I've just shown you. Look at them. Look at them. Who will say that this man talking to Onyendu is lying? Are all these people, where are they from? They were all imported. They were all imported. Onyendu never tells lies. He never says anything. And you look at it twice and you will not see reality in what he is saying.
Baraje said it. Confessed.
More evidence.
What evidence do you need?
He has confessed that they imported them for the elections.
Yes.
This is public. Why is the media not following up?
Because Nigeria is corrupt.
Why are we not asking for accountability?
They can't act because Nigerians are not intelligent.
So it seems very clear to me and to so many others. If you're in the public space, you hear people talking and pointing fingers. The ruling party is the direct sponsor of terrorism and insecurity in Nigeria.
It was an interview granted by a so-called stakeholder in Nigeria. APC, the government, people are joining APC. I don't want to speak against the Holy Spirit. At this point, I begin to say to God, there is no way a black man can be equal to a white man. It's impossible. You are aware. I don't know how to show it. This is the Mises High Reporters. I think I'll put it on my page after this. If you go to my page, you will see it. The man spoke very brilliantly. Nobody has come to counter him. Baraje is alive. He opened his mouth and said, a part of APC said, we are the ones that brought them from the Sahel to come and kill you. They're fellow Nigerians. And after this, you say, I'm a Nigerian. That is why I say that anybody, if once you say you're a Nigerian, you're sick in the brain.
Yes. As we are talking to go our separate ways, to be and have our own nation, they go on addressed us as rebels, that we are separatists, that we are terrorists. Is Nigeria working for any one of them? What is going on in Nigeria? The way Nigeria is today, is it the way all these countries that they japa, Yoruba call it japa, japa means to run away, that they run away and go to their country. Now South Africa is driving them away. Ghana is driving them away. If Ghana is not good, will they be running to Ghana? If South Africa is not good, will they be running to South Africa? This is the thing we are telling you, that dividing Nigeria is the only solution. We are not rebels. We love life. We respect humans. We have value for life. And we are developers, not destroyers. We are not violent people. We love peace. And we want to maintain our own peace. This is it. Yakubu Gowon remains the cause of the problem in Nigeria today. Because if we had gone in 1967, by now, everybody will watch and see Biafrans from their conduct, from our behavior, that it is good to have your nations and rule them. Good governance will prevail and people will live and be happy. But no, Nigeria will import terrorists to come and kill their own citizens. And some people are still fighting to maintain one Nigeria.
I never have regard for you as a human being, because that means you cannot reason. I will play this once again, uninterrupted, so you can hear him very, very well. And I'll start by asking him, I'm not going to ask him what he said. Who is responsible for the insecurity in Nigeria? Who is to blame? Listen.
We have a confession that the media has not given appropriate attention.
Yes. Go ahead. What is that?
Kawu Baraje Alaji.
Alaji Kabaraje.
Look at him here.
Of the APC.
Chief of APC. He has confessed, Baraje.
The foreign mercenaries who have become bandits. Oh, he has confessed. How much more evidence do you need?
Biafrans, you have all heard it. We can never be Nigeria. We were Biafrans before the amalgamation. And what the amalgamation says in its clauses is what we are applying and adopting. We are opting out. No matter what Gowon or Musa or Gumi or anybody says or do, they cannot keep us. Therefore, Biafrans, rise up. Rise up. Nigeria will never walk. Obi can never make Nigeria walk. He can never make Nigeria to work. My sister is here with me. Please talk to Biafrans. Thank you for joining me, and may God bless you.
Good morning, Ada.
Dalo.
Good morning, Biafrans. I hope you guys had a good weekend.
By the grace of God.
Yes. You know, the problem is that most of us, Biafrans, they look at things at the surface. They look at the cover of the book. They don't bother what is written inside the book. Why would anybody expect Nigeria to be better than it is today? Because that was you see what is going on today was the original intention of constructing or building Nigeria. Why do they think Biafrans are rebellious people? Govt did not coin that word. He didn't. When the white man came, we were Biafrans. Everything in life has a beginning. Anybody who don't know where the rain start beating on them, they will die in the rain. When those people came, we were Biafrans. Calling them rebellious people was because when they came, they wanted, actually, they saw what they did not expect. They saw better organized people. They saw better organized society beyond the expectation. So they had to destroy it so that they can take over. The Biafrans said, no, you want to trade? We can trade with you. But to change us, no. That's when the rebellious attitude started. Because our people refused to be taken over, to be walked over, to be stepped upon, we became rebellious. Think about it. When you say that somebody is rebellious, that means that something that you want the person to do, the person is not doing. The person is not following your instructions. Then you are frustrated. To describe or to put your frustration in words, you say that person is disobedient. Since you think that you are the Lord, you say they are rebellious to your commandments. That's where that rebellious started. Now, because they met resistance, they were figuring out how to subdue these people, and it wasn't an easy job for them.
No.
Nigeria, when a man keep chasing women all over the place, he captured the one that agreed to his terms. He take that one home and he called it wife. To establish ownership, he will change the woman's last name. The woman start answering his name. That's a sign of ownership. So when they succeeded in subduing these strange people they met, both the ones they call obedient and the ones they call rebellious, to bring them under their total control, they had to give them a name. That's a total ownership. So when they bring them together, they come up with the name Nigeria. That's a conquered name. That's your slave master's name. So, like a woman, when you see that that union is going to kill you, you try to figure out how to get away. When you get away, you have to drop that man's name. Did Nigeria drop the last name when they claimed they got independence? No, because they were not independent in the real sense. That's why they still retain that marriage name, Nigeria. Now, go back again. They were trained, go on. All our people that went to army, they were not drafted to protect Nigeria. Okay? They were drafted to protect the interest of the crown. The crown is the husband. These men were trained to protect the interest of the crown.
Yes.
So, think about during the Second World War, our people don't know anything about that war. They had nothing to do with it. But they were drafted to go and fight in Burma. Present day Myanmar, they call it, because they went back to their name. I have uncles that went to Second World War.
Yes, I do as well.
Did they know what they went to do? They just, that master say that his kingdom is threatened, come and defend it. They went. They were used as human shield. The ones that succeeded, a few of them that came back and thankful they were alive. No compensation, nothing to rehabilitate them. And I know some of them in my village. What Gowon did was to protect the crown.
Yes.
Biafrans, again, tried to get away from the bad marriage. They had to keep them in line to protect the crown. That's why Gowon is using that master's word, rebellious people. Okay? Everything has beginning. He was just obeying the master's instruction. The master say, you see, our farmland need to be protected. Do you understand? Yes, sir. Any slave trying to escape the camp, make sure you bring the slave back and put them in check. Yes, sir. That's exactly what Gowon was doing. Now, you're talking about Zamfara gold being for Fulanese. Yes. How did the amalgamation came? Do you remember what Lugard said? The poor North will be married to the rich South. Why? Because the master has more than one wife. One is as lazy can be. Master is not going to use his own resources to keep or maintain this poor wife and her children. So let the other woman who is industrious, who is up and running, even though she is a rebellious woman, but she is industrious, she is productive, let the resources from her be used to maintain the poor wife with her children. That was the basic of amalgamation, 1914.
Yes.
So they put the poor wife and the rich wife under one roof. Poor wife, since you're lazy, but you know have to maintain law and order, so take the key, be at the gate of the farmland. Make sure the slave is doing their work. Remember, your survival depends on the work of the slave, so don't let the slave escape. Since then, the industrious wife, who are the Biafrans, what do they learn after they beat them into submission in 1914? You got to work hard. You got to maintain, your job is to maintain the garden. Yes, sir. They go to the north. They go to anywhere, developing, maintaining, make sure the garden is flourishing. Yes, sir. Lazy wife, you have the cane. Make sure the slaves are doing their work. Yes, sir. That's the Fulanese. They are the one maintaining the slaves in the garden, making sure the slaves are doing their work so that master will be happy. Okay, if the master is happy, he gets food from the rich woman's kitchen and feed the lazy woman. That's what is going on. That is why the coal from the east, Enugu.
Yes.
While who are the people digging the coal? It wasn't the Fulanese. It was the Southerners, the Biafrans. They were the one working in the coal mine. For whose benefit? For the master's benefit. So they can go and heat up their frozen homes. So the Igbos are there digging. That's why when they complain about work environment, shut up, you're a slave. Just do the work. If you say no, they shoot you down. That was the coal mine massacre, because they have to get rid of the stubborn slaves, those rebellious slaves. They found the oil. Again, master need it. Do you understand? Yes, sir. Oil is flowing with no meter. Who can tell me a number of gallons or barrels that Britain takes every year? How do you know? How do you count it when you can't measure it? It's flowing. So when they're talking about the massacre, you talk to them, what led to the war? They say, oh, because they massacred our leaders. Okay, why did they massacre your leaders? Is anybody asking that question? Nobody. They massacred our leaders, and their own leaders were not killed. But nobody wants to find out why. It's like when a man say, oh, my wife is disobedient. She doesn't listen to me. Oh, everybody, how dare you, bad woman. But nobody is asking the man, what are you telling the woman that she is disagreeing to?
Or what did he do?
Okay, nobody ever find time to ask question, because everybody is busy. Hey, she's a disobedient wife. Hey, we can't handle that. Hey, crucify her. That's exactly what they are saying. They killed our leaders. But why? They will not tell you that it's because of what is going on right now. This same so-called Islamization and Fulanization project. That's why the coup was organized. Nobody is talking about it because it doesn't make them look pretty. Now, When you look at what is happening, what did Govt tell you guys? They are building a new nation.
A new nation.
But our people are busy working hard because that's what their job is. Work, just keep working, maintain the garden, make sure everything is in order. They don't hear or they don't listen. You know, we say, read between the line. They don't read between the line. We are building a new nation. Our people did not understand the meaning of new nation. The new nation is Islamized, Fulanized nation. If that is not true, why did they start killing people in the West? Why was Awolowo imprisoned? Why did the young officers plotted the coup? Is because of this new nation agenda. If you go back and watch that 1960 independence celebration, you see that the slaves were busy dancing and rejoicing for what they don't even understand. When the key of the garden was handed over to Tafawa Balewa, because their job is to make sure the slaves are doing their work for the new nation. As long as the new nation is concerned, it is the right thing to do, because the gatekeeper are not interested in what the master is doing. They are doing the bidding of the master. While they're keeping the slaves in line, the master is carrying away the resources of the land. They are busy carrying the coal.
Without paying.
Carrying, it is their garden. Don't you hear, Lalibo, onye nwe akụ nwe nwa? If you marry a woman, all you're hoping for is that that woman is an industrious woman. Whatever the woman achieves is yours, because you own her. So whatever Biafrans have, God gave them, belong to the master. Both her children, both her resources. Why do they do? Oh, they're giving you work permit. They take your best brain and make sure they return them. Because if they go back, they will want to do what we are doing now. Is the same, whatever is happening now has been there from the foundation of that world of slavery. Govt told you they will get foreigners, buy things from foreigners. Yes, who are the foreigners? You show the picture of the foreigners to make sure the slaves are in line. Now they have baptismal name, prodigal sons. Yes, and the foreigners. You're talking about foreign government. Didn't you hear signing memorandum of understanding with Turkey to come and make sure that the slaves are returned? But you know the good thing about it. The good thing about it is that man's ideas is never God's idea. Nigeria was put together under the barrel of gun. The water they used to mix that cement of mixture is Biafran blood. And that's why they are still using Biafra blood to keep Nigeria one. It is ongoing. Nothing has changed. It's just that our people are too busy working for the master, making the master happy. Whatever the master say has to be done. So thinking that that will buy them peace. But money can buy me love. Hard work doesn't guarantee your acceptance. If hard work can guarantee acceptance, there will be peace in Nigeria. Because the Igbos have been the builder, they claim. Has that gotten them acceptance into the union? The answer is no. Having resources which God gave them in grace hasn't brought them acceptance yet. So Nigeria was built on Biafra blood, sustained with Biafra blood. But there's always an end to everything. Okay? This is the end of it. Yes, Biafra, Govt said, because he was trained to make sure the garden is peaceful, make sure no slave escape. That's why Govt canceled the Aburi Accord, because that will make some of the slaves get peace, even though they're still in the garden. He said no, because they were threatened. It is not today. Biafrans are a threat to them. We are always a threat to them. Why did they destroy our what they call our military factory? Because they were afraid Biafrans will come back to life. Why did they destroy the strip on Uli Airport? Because of the fear Biafra will come back. But you cannot stop what you did not create. Govt said, the land, the claimed land of the rising sun is set forever. If that's why God left him alive, and he's going to be alive until that sun that he said is set forever will be shining in the middle of the sky, and Govt can't do a thing about it. Even Obi, those people clamoring for Obi said Biafra died 50 years ago. That's what he said, 2023.
Yes.
Obi is going to be there running around, maintaining his position as Obi is a boy, until he see Biafra, the dead Biafra, alive, flourishing. Just like Govt is sitting there seeing that the sun did not set yet. But you know, Biafrans, the lesson that they need to learn from all this is that what God said must stand. It doesn't matter what you think. You don't have to like it. You don't have to accept it.
Yes.
But it has to be. Biafra was created by God. Britain have tried to destroy it for more than 100 years, and they've not succeeded yet, and they are not going to succeed.
They will not.
Govt said that the rising sun is set forever. Now, let me bring it to these knuckleheads claim to be Biafrans. It is God's plan that Biafra will come and stand as a nation. You don't have to like it. You don't have to accept it. But it has to be. You can't stop it. That's the final thing. If it is God's will that Biafra will be recognized again under the leadership of Mazi Ogechukwu Nkere, you don't have to like it. You don't have to accept it, but you can't stop it. The same, you see, the spirit Gowon used to fight. That's the spirit those splinter groups sponsored by Nigerian government are using to fight Brigi.
Yes.
Keep fighting. Keep fighting. God will leave you alive. God will even grant you your brains to be functioning and be intact. God will even grant you long life to see that all your sabotage, all your effort to destroy Brigi will come to nothing. And you are going to be saying, we didn't know that he's going to succeed. We didn't know it's going to turn out like this. But we did the best we can at that time. But okay, since it's like that, okay, let's bygone be bygone. Let's move ahead. That's what you will say, because you will see that Biafra Republic is going to come back and stand tall among nations, despite your sabotage, despite your secret phone calls, despite your secret plans. It will come. So if you don't want to live a miserable life like Gowon, stop what you're doing. Keeping Nigeria one is a task that must be done. Let's go kill them. Oh, they are rebels. Did they succeed? No. So all these splinter groups, both the ones going to, they said they went to Washington according to them. They said they went to, is it Austria? According to them. And whoever is cooking what they are cooking, stop wasting your energy. Take Gowon as a case study. Take Gowon as a case study. Even the Yorubas that were part of the cooking group to make sure Biafra is cooked, eaten, buried, and flushed out. Look at them now. Are they really enjoying? Every monkey has their own deal. I saw the Yoruba man saying that they should let Biafrans go so that they themselves can go. That their freedom is hinged on Biafra getting their freedom. Oh, really? When they took all Biafrans' money, thinking they will be rich forever, how about that?
Oh.
When they say, oh, all the industries, all the business and all whatnot is taken from foreigners and now make it indigenous. Biafrans have now been impoverished. They didn't have money to buy shares and all that. That's why everything went to Yoruba people. No, they have to stay and enjoy one Nigeria. No, they have to stay and enjoy one Nigeria. Everybody has a payday. Okay? Whether you work full-time or you work part-time or you work per diem, you have a payday. Everybody will collect their own payment. Because oke ọbụla tarị Biafrans arụ ga-eju ndị ọzọ ọdụ.
Exactly.
It has to, look, there are things you do and you say, oh, God forgive. Even when God forgive you, the punishment is not removed. Go back and read the story of David. When God sent Prophet Nathan to confront King David after he planned to kill Uriah, to cover his atrocities. What did David say? David acknowledged that he did wrong. He pleaded for forgiveness. God forgave him. Oh. But God told him, you see that child? That child must die.
Exactly.
And the child died, and his servants were surprised. He was mourning, and the child died now. He took, and then he's eating and rejoicing. Yes, because God have taken the burden off his head. Even though God forgave him, he said, sword will not depart from your house because you killed that innocent man by sword. That's why when the time was ripe, Absalom, his son, was after him.
Yes.
You guys are Christians, so go back to the good book, that one you believe in. You will see it. Bible say, edere ihe ndị a dịka ụzọ ihe atọ ka ndị fọdụrụ n'otu egwu mana Israel alaghị anụ ihe. Those things are written for our own good. So you stay away from doing evil, because if you do evil, it will come back and visit you. If it's not today, it will be tomorrow. So those people fighting Brigi, take a leaf from what happened in the past. If you don't stay away from sabotaging Brigi, you will reap the fruit of your labor. But one thing I can tell you, you're not going to enjoy it. Go and ask Gowon how market. Go and ask Obasanjo how market. Ask Danjuma how market. Ask Babangida how market. Adekunle, all of them. Okay, even the ones that are no longer in existence. If you can find them, they will testify. Just like those people that fought on the side of Nigeria in that broadcast are saying now that they fought in vain. But if somebody have told them they were fighting in vain, they will not believe. So those groups, those factions claiming Biafra but doing the opposite, take a lesson. If they did not escape the reward, you are not going to escape the reward. If you have enough sense, retrace your step. Come and join your government, the Biafran government in exile. You don't have to like Ogechukwu Nkere or no. You have a right.
Exactly.
Ogechukwu Nkere is not working for you as an individual. Drop your jealousy, drop your envy. Onye Chukwu gozini o goziele ya, agbatagi ala aje, ebutagi ala onu, ekpetagi ala ekpere. Stop deceiving yourself. Stop wearing off your shoes. Come and support your government so you can be free. You can't remain in exile forever. Now, remember, the only reason you're talking about going to Nigeria is because you grew up there, you have some link there. After you're dead and gone, your children born outside have no link. They are gone and gone forever. If you don't want that to happen, give up your pride. Give up your envy. Give up your jealousy. Come and support your government. We can only have one spokesperson, one arrowhead at any given point. No two governors in one state. No two presidents in one country. Okay? It has to be one at a time. If it is God's desire, before you die, God will bring you to that position. But now that is not your turn, stop fighting. Stop fighting. It's a losing war. You can't win. The people before you never won. It doesn't matter how many people you destroy, you can never win this war. It is God's war. It is going according to his plan. Take a leaf from the recent past. Unu say we pro history la school. Lawyer uche. Gowon is still alive. He's not dead yet. Obasanjo is there and watching those poor little innocent babies. Oh my God. I wonder what is going on in his brain now. You see how they are destroying his place? I hope he see, is it Odi? Massacre playing back in real time in his face. Biafrans, take a break. Learn a lesson so that history will not repeat on your head. But if you refuse, history will repeat on your head. Leave Okechukwu Nkere alone. He did not take your wife.
At all.
He did not put hand in your wife's pot of soup. Leave him alone. Drop your envy. Drop your jealousy. Remember what the objective is. You need freedom. Hating Ogenkere will never give you freedom. Rather, it will prolong your suffering. So, everybody, Dick and Harry, if you're a Biafran, if you hate what is going on in Nigeria, if Nigeria is not working for you, come and join your government. Support your government so we can get our freedom and everybody go to their yard. Adajisike. Biafrans in day one.
Thank you for your submission. Very powerful. But one thing I have to say in everything, one of the things you said is this. Unfortunately, when the white man came, because sometimes you just sit on your own and start thinking something you feel it is important in your life and you want to address the issue. When white people came, they taught us things upside down so that they will continue to see us as those foolish people. They introduced what they call racism. They introduced what they call violence. They introduced what they call terrorism. All these things are not African names. And they introduce what is called dictionary for definition. And when you look at violence, we were not violent people before they came. We don't fight for religion before they came. We don't fight our brothers before they came. They brought all this to us. And what they also brought to us is this lack of knowledge. Whatever we know, they believe that they are useless to us, except when we adopt and assimilate their own, which was the opposite of what they are doing. Because they love themselves. They listen to themselves. Our people believe that for you to be heard, you must be high up there. That's why they brought Flora Shaw and Lord Lugard and placed on our people. You remember that our people used to carry them on their shoulders and they will be sitting on top. They will not carry two of them together. They will carry Lord Lugard separately. Flora Shaw will be carried by different group, carrying them on their shoulders. But in their country, they use car, and nobody will carry them on the head. So they made our people believe that before you are head, but you will be head. That is, before that you must fight to be on top. that whether you are on top or not, nobody must listen to you. So that's the mentality with which our people are working. And that's why they always fight themselves. Even in Nigeria, any other country, during election, they will be killing people because of position. It was only Jonathan who demonstrated that instead of him being in power and people will be dying, let him step down for Buhari. Because already they have started gearing up that if Jonathan does not go out of the Aso Rock as the president, for Buhari to come in, that there will be bloodshed. This is what we see. Sometimes it doesn't really bother me anymore because it is the Nigeria in some of us that they don't want to shed off, believing that you must be on top. So as Mazio Genkere is on top as our prime minister, everybody wants to be there. Or those who don't want him to be there are fighting him. Our people still lack that knowledge. But in their country, you will see a prime minister going to primary school, sitting on the floor with the children to come down to their level and listen to those children in nursery school, in primary school, in secondary school, not alone the university. So our people need to fight you because you are in a position. They all want to be heard. Everybody wants to be a leader at a time. They did the same thing to Ojukwu. They did it to Wazirike. They did it to Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Did it to Mazi Simon Ekpa. Can you not remember when Vavavam told Mazi Simon Ekpa, our first prime minister, that na Biafra Gerisie? Why? Why would you lay such a cost on your brother? Somebody that you are fighting with to be free from Nigeria, and you are fighting your brother.
Yeah. You know, are you, look, go back in history. Have you seen the document that Herbert Macaulay submitted? Is it in 1825 to British Parliament? If you've not seen it, I will send it to you.
Please do.
Herbert Macaulay described our people, Biafrans, as he saw them. He said the truth. He also proposed how they can bring them down. That's his presentation to British Parliament. And they accepted it. This happened before Lugard project. So that's when the whole thing, why do you think they call us rebellious people? Because we did not want to conform to their wish. They had to destroy what they met.
That is it. No?
So for you to look at, go get a crab. Go get a crab. If you really want to destroy a crab, you don't go for the shell, because the crab will be running. Just begin to pick the legs one by one. Then by the time you know it, the crab is there. It might not die, but it can't do anything else. That's what they did. They had, for them to make us what they want us to be,
that's what they did.
They have to do whatever they are doing to us. Reverse psychology. They are the one terrorizing innocent people in their domain. They are the guests. They came from wherever they came from. They came and terrorized these people in their own location. To wipe their face, they say you are terrorists. The same way they did to our mothers. Instead of saying the truth, they cannot deny the event, but they have to change, modify the narrative to make them look good. They call it Aba Women Riot. Were those women rioting? The answer is no. Were they destroying things? The answer is no. Call a dog a bad name so you can hang it.
Or sell it.
Because if you don't demonize that person, you will not be able to destroy the person. You demonize that person as to get false sympathy from people. When they were killing us during that genocide, what did they tell the world? To calm them down and get their sympathy. Oh, don't worry, just minor disturbance, police disturbance. Oh, nothing serious is going on. So that they will look good. Who introduced this rebellious? How did they use the word? Because they used the word to make themselves look good, to justify their action. If you listen to the older people, you see some of them taking pride. Oh, we replaced the white man. Because according to what's his name? Herbert Macaulay. You see the older ones. No, it's difficult to change them. Get them when they are young. Get their kids. Train them in our way. Make sure you teach them that what they have is inferior to what we are giving them. Tell them whatever their parents are doing is bad so that they can accept us. Once we get them, we've gotten the next generation, and the next generation will be easier to manage. Look at it. After the war, what did the Fulanese do? Kill the adult men. Take the younger ones, less than 7, indoctrinate them. How did you get Asari and Co?
That's it.
Mohammed Abbas, how did you get them?
Do you know this Chinasamu?
That's the Mohammed Abbas.
Okay.
So it did not start today. That's why I say whatever you are seeing today did not start today. It's a continuation of the original plan. When Gowon is telling you new Nigeria, new government, it is that Islamization project. Why did they kill the people they killed before? Because they did not want to conform. They were termed rebellious people. Why did Tam Ojukwu and his group in their own era rebels?
You see?
Is that because Ojukwu was stepping out of line. Ojukwu was telling his people, look, you see this garden, it's not good, though. Let's escape. Ojukwu became a rebellious person. And Gowon, the innocent one, the obedient person who is supposed to be used to make sure that all the slaves are intact, went after them. They learned that seed that was planted was the same reason when Owazirike came to resurrect that sun that had set. They rally around a few people and say, are you guys stupid? You know the sun is going to rise again. It's supposed to be set forever. They thought that taking Owazirike out maintained the sun where they want it. Here comes Onyendu. Hey, play. The sun is rising again. They went after Onyendu. Play. Simon showed up. Sun is rising again. Are you kidding? go get him. Like a Lolo Neka said, we broke his hand and put him away. Since they broke someone's hand and put him away, how much peace do they have? Now they took Onyendu. Putting him in Abuja wasn't good enough. They now put him in their inner bedroom, Sokoto prison. How much peace are they seeing? So it is up to our people to realize that Biafra is going to come, and Biafra is here already. There's nothing you can do. Instead of fighting a losing game, why don't you join the winning group, which is the government?
Yes.
Because that's the only way out. That Yoruba man, I don't know who told him the truth.
Which one?
The one that now saying that the only solution is to let go Biafrans.
And to let
so
go
that the other people can live. Because the Biafrans are the ringleader of the rebellious slaves. So if you want your yard to be quiet, let go the ringleader. So that the other slaves that are afraid can now use that opportunity to escape the evil forest.
Yes.
So if other people are seeing it, why are my fellow Biafrans not seeing it? Why? Why are they still working for the losers? Because God have made them losers and they remain losers.
And they will continue to lose.
Okay? So there's no way anybody or any group or any army or any pastor or any wizard can stop Biafra from coming. So save your energy. Join the government, because that is the only door to your salvation. Okay? So those people that don't want to see the truth, let them keep playing the one Nigeria game. They will continue to lose, because they are destined to lose. Biafra is destined to come, and it must come.
Yes.
And it is already here for those who can see. You know, it is here for those who can see. So these things that are happening is part of maintaining the new government Gowon talked about.
Yes.
Okay, so nothing has changed. It's the same old template. They might change the name of the players, but the rule of the game is still ongoing.
Yes.
You know, so that's what it is. It is for us who wants freedom to make sure we get our freedom. We must be as determined to get our freedom as they are determined to stop us. Two things one must give. Okay, it's a tug of war. Okay, light cannot be subdued by darkness. So that sun they are afraid of rising is destined to rise, and it is rising, and is going to rise, and is going to shine to their shame. So that's nothing anybody can do about it. You know, my suggestion is that if you love freedom, if you care for your freedom, come and join your government. Let's go home together, because that's the only way that we be peace. There's nothing like one. I'm not saying that wouldn't be anything like Nigeria, because those who own Nigeria can retain their Nigeria.
Yeah. And
all I'm saying is that this marriage, it is a bitter, exhausting divorce fight. But we have taken our leave. Master, stay in your house with whoever agree with you. But you see this lovely industrious wife and her children, we are gone. Gone, gone, gone. We are not staying again in your kingdom. Stay in your kingdom with whoever agree with you. But we are gone. We are gone back to our father's house. We are Biafrans and we are gone.
Thank
Okay.
you. Thank you so much. Yes, in all the things that we are talking about, all the youths that we are now clamoring at one Nigeria, following Obi, being deceived, and some other people who are still naive. Let me tell you, people, that this same Islamization and Fulanization agenda had always been the case. And I believe that God Almighty, He works in mysterious ways. It does not matter whether people will die. God will still do what He wants to do. He wants to use this opportunity to show those who were calling us names that this was what happened, or this is exactly the color of the pain that we Biafrans took. They were all calling us separatists, those who want to separate Nigeria, those who want to divide Nigeria. You people should realize that we Biafrans, we are the blessing that you people will get. We are the civilization that you people will ever embrace. Because when we leave, you will understand that it is easy for you to leave Nigeria, rule yourself, administer everything, good governance. You will see it. People will be happy, people will be safe. So now they are realizing it. God wants them, because Adekunle is from Oyo State. Adekunle said during the war that anything that they did not shoot is only the ground. That any moving thing, which means even animals like goats or fowl or cow that is moving in Biafra land, that they will shoot to maintain Nigeria as one. Today, that one Nigeria is reigning at Adekunle's town. Gowon said that he wants to maintain the nation. Today, his people, my God, they are crying more than anybody else. That same thing that Biafran suffered. Because when God told Noah to build an ark, he knew that people will die. Because he created us. Anything, he can use anything to teach you a lesson. Today, God Almighty is teaching the whole region a lesson that they never understood, what Biafrans went through. For the same cause, for the same reason, as my sister rightly said, that the leaders might be changing. Because since go on, how many people have ruled Nigeria? Shagari ruled, a Fulani man. Obasanjo ruled. Abacha ruled, a Fulani. They kept ruling, going and coming. Now it is Sokoto Caliphate. And Tinubu and Shetima are just his house boys. All along, it has always been Sokoto Caliphate ruling Nigeria. And nobody knew it. We are the ones opening your eyes. We Biafrans. We suffered it during the war. Suffered it after the war. Still suffering it. And now all of you are crying. You are all crying. You have to feel the pain we felt. That's the answer to the problem. And the solution is division. Because Kemi Alaude said, is Nigeria working for you? She said it's not working for her. Nigeria is not working for anybody and will never work. Fulanis have shown you people the color they are made of. Look at them here. And tell me that this number This number of terrorists is something that anybody would like to contend with. Just look at it. Look at this. This type of equipment they have, even Ukraine don't have this. I'm telling you. The number of people that are gone down every day in Nigeria, even Russia and Ukraine, they don't gone down such people in 5 months. In a day or two, they will report 2 casualties. But in Nigeria, every day, people are going down. Children, women are being molested sexually. Farmers cannot farm. Hunger, killing everybody. So God knows what he is doing. He wants to show those of you who are in doubt of what these people are made of, what Biafrans went through. So now, this is the logo of our BDF, the Biafra Defense Intelligence Agency, and the Biafra Special Operations Command. All of them, they are our BDF, their logos. We have them, many of them. Now, another shocking thing is that, I don't know, my people will be seeing things, but they will never learn from it. This very man here, he is, let me play it. He is a Muslim Islamic cleric, but he's teaching his Christian Hausa brothers. They rule you that, you know, they are telling, he is telling them, you cannot think very, I think is the one I did before. Yes, this man is telling them that if you vote Obi, you are voting Biafra. That's what he told them. If you vote for Obi, you are voting Biafra. You are voting Christians. That's what he told them. Let me see if I will bring the video to play again, because my people, they don't listen. They don't listen. My people always behave as if those of us who are here, we are here to tell moonlight stories, or that we are lying to them, or that what we are saying does not make any sense to them. That's what I always think about you people. Why don't you come together? Work as one. Work as one. I know that you are not doing this because it is Mazio Genkere ruling you. You are doing it because that is your nature. That's what you people did to Juku. You did it to Wazirike. I don't know why you still cultivate this habit, this attitude of showing no love for one another. Ndị Igbo si na onye gburu nwanne ya bụrụ odogwu. And as you are selling your brother to an enemy, that enemy will never trust you. They will never trust you. Obu ni minu to get Biafra. Why don't we come and support? Support our Prime Minister. Ka ime ife akpakpakpa wee rapu Nigeria. Nigeria is not a nation. What are we doing in Nigeria? But you are all delaying. You are all dragging your feet. You are all dragging your feet.
This is a message to my northern Christian brothers and sisters, specifically for you. Why? Because if you go to the south, to the southeast, to the southwest, A Christian from northern part of Nigeria is a northerner. Simple. If there are breakdown of land orders in Enugu, they kill everybody, whether a Muslim or Christian coming from the north. Mm-hmm. This is the record that is on ground. Nobody can deny this. Christians of northern extraction, think wisely, act wisely, behave wisely. You have no business.
Think wisely, act wisely, behave wisely.
Voting a southern candidate based on Christianity. At the end of the day, his agenda is not you. His agenda is his own tribe. If you pick Obi, his agenda is not Christianity. He could be a fantastic Catholic. But below the Catholicism, he is a die-hard Biafran.
Have you heard it?
If you vote Obi, you are voting for Biafra.
Are you hearing?
No missing of the words. If you vote for Biafra, you are voting for the destruction of the North.
You see?
Tell me, a Christian from Taraba, Nasarawa, Kogi, Kwara, Kaduna, Kebbi, Sokoto, Bauchi, Gombe. Tell me what you drive, the benefit you will drive by voting Obi. Just tell me one single benefit. And the answer is there is none. If you want to know the answer is true, go to Enugu, go to Aba, go to Inewi, go to Akwa Ibom, go to every part of the south. As a
Have you people heard it? He said to his northern brothers that if you vote for Obi, you are voting for Biafra. That Obi is a Catholic. This is the way they radicalize their people. But my own people, onye asịrọ na onye amelia, osi na onye nke amelia, see how quiet that they are sitting listening to him, radicalizing them, telling them all the names. That man is a Fulani from Futajalon. He is not a real Hausa man, but they are listening to him. So, when you count the number of leaders we have, ask yourself, are they Igbos or not? Are they Biafrans or not? Because Igbo-speaking Biafrans are not the only Biafrans. We are many. Yesterday, I was listening from a man. I was listening to his video. He said he's from Ahoda. And he said that Ahoda is Biafra and Igbo. That he cannot deny it. And that he's not Hausa or Yoruba. That he is Igbo. But when you say things like this, do you act what you say? This is a Fulani Muslim cleric talking to his fellow Hausa Christians, not even other Hausa Muslims. But they are listening. Ndị be anyị anọdụ throwing stones. Na-achọ onye unu ga-eso, onye unu ama eso. Why are you people confusing yourselves? Why you live in denial? If your reason for not following Breji is because of Mazi Ogenkere, ask yourself, is Mazi Ogenkere a child? He's a full-grown man, self-made man. Kedu ife unu ga-enye that no nwere before now? That is the question. Since nwoke abata take over, right? Just like Onyendu took over when Uwazurike went down. Just like Mazi Simon Ekpa took over when Onyendu was taken. Kedu ife afọ ga-eji na-asa unu oge ọbụla over your brother? No reason, no excuse. Or no ọgwụ ka ndị Fulani ji isi unu na-agwọ. Nwoke anụnwa ọ na-eme ife na-ada ụda. Because ebe duga iwe luo now. During the war, Ojukwu was unable to do it. Not that he didn't want to do it, but he couldn't. Onyendu tried it. Onye dịka Abbas na Chinasa Nworu na Chike Doziem, they never allowed Onyendu to get there. When our first Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, wanted to do it, Ngozi na nwunye Odumegwu Ojukwu, Bianca Ono, na nwunye Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Unana sabotage ari onwunu, they didn't allow him with the DOS. Fajena si Finland gbali akebe asi, and that them shown a lot of you. No way ife me Mazi Oge Nkere tomorrow, God forbid. Nunu gadire di ije America. Munu nwere ego, munu enwere ego. Kedu ife na-eme unu? Onye a bụ a Muslim. Now talk to his Christian brothers, and they are all listening. And I can tell you, no ụfọdụ n'ime fa ga-enwe a second thought. After hearing this man, this is how they radicalized them in the 60s. Wee tụgharị obi ndị mmadụ against ndị Igbo. But God does things in mysterious ways that Nigerians are now saying, look at what these Igbo people suffered, though. God is not a child. If you deceive me as a human being, you cannot deceive my God. God knows what he is doing. Omu magbachi nkịtị ka onye ọbụla takote aja na Nigeria. To understand what Biafrans went through. That's what is happening today. Oh, mmadụ ga-achụ ya baja. Yes. So Biafrans, we cannot continue wasting time over nothing. People who fail to understand and refuse to be corrected, because they say that he who knows not and knows not that he knows not is a big fool. Onwere ife ịma, and the marukwa na onwere ife ịma. Ewu ka ịbụ, even ewu ka gị mma, maka na egbu ewu na a ga-eri anụ ya. That's my own. Onwere ife na-eme unu n'isi. So Biafrans, here is the video of our PM speech on Friday evening. Yes, let us listen to it. I'm just looking for a place to make it go wide.
You go with a multi-dimensional approach. When your government submitted a congressional testimony in June 2025, it did not just go with Biafra on your congressional testimony. You expanded from Biafra to all the leaders in prison and leaders and Biafrans that have been kidnapped and locked up. You even went as far as the Nigerian Christian genocide. You pointed to the Middle Belt, the Yoruba land, the northern region, and you are like, we are here for everybody. Is that pattern really working for the Biafran people? And is it yielding the results that you actually expected?
I'm a proud Biafra. And as a proud Biafra, we Biafra believe in live
by those that have the same interests. As Nigeria is currently
with an Igbo man, but today he has accepted to run with Peter Obi, just as a distraction to make it
by those that have the same interests. As Nigeria is currently constituted, it can never.
Thing that we see about your style of service, Prime Minister. There is something that we see about your style of services for Biafra people. You go with a multi-dimensional approach. When your government submitted a congressional testimony in June 2025, you did not just go with Biafra on your congressional testimony. You expanded from Biafra to all the leaders in prison and leaders and Biafrans that have been kidnapped and locked up. You even went as far as the Nigerian Christian genocide. You pointed to the Middle Belt, the Yoruba land, the northern region, and you are like, we are here for everybody. Is that pattern really working for the Biafran people? And is it yielding the results that you actually expected?
I'm a proud Biafra. And as a proud Biafra, we Biafra believe in live and let live. As much as we care for ourselves, we care for our neighbors. If your neighbor, if they're not in good condition, your neighbor will be a problem to you. Just like if in a family where you only have one wealthy person or rich person and the rest are poor, you will be you will face a big problem because they will all come after you for help. So for you to be free, you need to make sure you balance, settle the rest, make sure they are okay, they don't disturb you. So, and we Biafrans, we also want our neighbors to be free so we can be at peace with our neighbor.
Yes, Biafrans, I agree totally with what our Prime Minister said here. You people will agree with America now why Donald Trump in January or February thereabout went to bring Maduro. Maduro is in South or North America. If you are not ruling your people well, just like all these marauders I showed here, look at them from other parts of Africa. If you are not ruling your people well, this is what you will get. Just look at this number. What are they doing? Are they not supposed to be in university, schools, or working? But they are all here sitting with gun. What do we use gun to do? Is it to kill fowl or to shoot fish in the ocean? It's to unalive human beings. So you will agree with America when they went and brought Maduro and questioned him. Because whenever you come to America, it is people from there that will be migrating, climbing walls, going through ocean. If you look at Africa, you will see our people dying in the high seas that they are going to other countries like Italy. And this is because if your neighbor, as our PM rightly said, if your neighbor is not okay, you will not be okay. And he has said it here. I do not care about anybody that wants him or likes him. As long as Breji is there and you are ruling Breji, I will be with you. I personally, I will not speak for another person because he's doing exactly what Breji wants. What other leaders could not do, he's doing it now extensively. America has now known about Biafra and they are now willing. They are now willing to work with our defense. So, Biafrans, let us have a rethink. Those of you who are running away, you are the losers. Nobody is chasing after you. We don't run jihad like the Fulanis. We are not fighting jihad. No. It's peaceful. If you want to be with us in Breji, you come and be ready to follow the rules.
And just like our bill we passed last year, that when Biafra is totally free, those from Middle Belt that want to come to Biafra land, they are free as long as they're not going to come and commit crime and come with jihadism. We give them even citizenship. So, and also from the Oduduwa Republic, if they are not ready to have their own country, but if they feel threatened, they can come to Biafra and we'll have them. So that's just what it is. So we always carry our neighbors along. And that's the reason why, in the case of what is happening, we also try to educate the US government about our neighbors, what they are going through, for them to see if there's any way we can help. So we can be at peace with our neighbor. If we are free, our neighbors are not free, our neighbor will terrorize us. So we have to have the check and balance system. Thank you very much.
I will agree with you that it's your ideology of a multidimensional approach, considering the interests of your neighbors, is really working. Yes, because the Middle Belters are at the mercy of the terrorists, the Yorubas are at the mercy of the terrorists, and the northern region are at the mercy of the terrorists. And for those that did not see this, I'm bringing this to the screen now. This is the congressional testimony that was submitted to the U.S. Congress in June 2025.
Honorable Minister of Information, remember Michael Rubin, right? That is the same Tom Lato Human Rights Commissioner, where Michael Rubin was, either yesterday or the day before yesterday. It's the same, the same Congress. So where he submit that testimony is the same Congress where this testimony was also submitted. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that reminder. So, Biafran people and those that are not aware, the picture you see on the screen is the congressional testimony that was submitted in June 2025. And there are some things here that are very peculiar that we need to draw the attention of everybody to. And that is why I asked the first question that the approach that the Prime Minister is using is multidimensional. When you look at the beginning part of this congressional testimony, he centered his course on the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Mazi Simon Ekpa. And also the transnational repression of Nigeria against the Biafra people indigenous people of Biafra and the Biafran government in exile, whose sole objective is to liaise with international body, government and pact, and to bring to the table the plight of the Biafran people and the future of the Biafran people, and to get restoration and recognition of Biafra for the Biafran people. It is very remarkable that a man that is in Washington, D.C. is not so concerned about himself, but the congressional testimony that was submitted.
Yes, Biafrans. At this point, let me remind you of the powerful thing that our Prime Minister is doing. You heard Yakubu Gowon when I was playing his video. He said that Nigeria at the time will be beckoning on foreign governments, and he excluded the governments that supported the rebels. But this will go to show you that no government survives on its own. And that is exactly what our Prime Minister is doing. And according to the Information Minister, this first paragraph was based, written, constructed, drafted, written to this congressional house in Washington, D.C. about the release of our detained leaders. Now that we have a leader that is working with us, what are you supposed to do? Give him your support. Not just coming to talk. Contribute. Because no government, whether government in exile or government in homeland, that does not need finance to run very well. As I can play it, it's still here. You will hear Yakubu Gowon, where he said that they will now contact foreign governments to support them. To support them. No government works on its own. It's like when they sing the song, no man is an island. One tree can never make a forest. Every government needs another government, foreign or within. Like when you come to Africa continent, you have South Africa, you have Uganda, you have Zimbabwe, you have Tanzania, you have Kenya, you have everywhere. You cannot walk in ignorant of the other. They have America, they have Europe. When you come to Europe, 44 nations. Then they brought all of you together and made you as one. When they come, they will take your crude, they will take your oil, they will take your gas, take your diamond, take your gold. Because you are one nation, you are easy for them to access and harvest all your resources. Unaccountable. You see? And when they are giving you anything in return, what do they give you? Gun. To keep killing yourselves. That's what they give you in return. Even Turkey was there last week, taking bags of gold. Do you think it came empty? No, no, no. So, my people, when we are talking to you, ndị be anyị nọ n'ụlọ, a na-agwa unu okwu. Showore ekwugo na enwelu memo. Showore nwe Sahara Reporter. Na enwe memo na Aso Rock that Igbo man should never be allowed to rule Nigeria. As my sister said, Nigeria is like a garden. Ebe onye nwe na-abịa akpala ife ọ na-eri. O Fulani bụ caretaker. Supporter fa bụ ndị ofe mmanụ. Ofe mmanụ afụrụ unu n'anya. Let me play a video. Unu geji we mana ndị ofe mmanụ afụrụ unu n'anya. Fafụrụ unu n'anya at all. They don't love you. They don't love you. Let me play this video. Kunu we funke m na-akpọ tribal bigot maka no ife obo. Look at her. Nekwe.
Amalo gbe gbogbo àwọn ọba máa rìkọ́ọ̀dì a máa lọ gbé gbogbo àwọn òrìṣà Èkó wọ́n bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní àwọn Ìgbò tó bàbá wọ́n lè ní ọjà tí máa rì Ìgbò tó bàbá ti fẹ́ Yorùbá ká jogún ẹ̀ a máa jogún yín ni a máa jogún gbogbo Ìgbò tó wà lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ yìí bọ́dí lọ́wọ́ ṣe máa ṣe nìyẹn ogun wa lẹ́ máa jẹ a máa ṣe ìyíjà a máa jogún yín ni lágbára dé ìtẹ́ ṣe bá ṣe nífẹ̀ẹ́ yìí tó ẹ̀bà ara jẹ́ àwa kan bínú à ń bínú ọmọ wa sísá mi tún wá lọ bímọ fún Ìgbò ṣé kí n lọ pò Obieze wa Obieze ilẹ̀ ti gbà bọ̀dé olórí Obieze ilẹ̀ ti gbà bọ̀dé ó tún lọ mú kámẹ́rà wa lọ lé ẹ̀mí sí ẹ ti gbà bọ̀dé a máa jogún yín ni àwa la máa jogún yín àgọ́ wa ló máa dáàdì ẹ̀ a máa jogún yín láìsẹ pé yìí nìkan ni aráàlú Haúsá wà ń bí àgbà wọn láyè Kàlàbá wà ń bí àgbà wọn láyè ẹ wá ń bèrè pé báwo ni tí wàá ṣe jẹ Ọlọ́run ní gbà fún yín.
Have you heard it? That is the president's wife in 2019. Look at it. Look at the date. During election, he was talking to the crowd against the Igbos. Why don't we come together, my people? I've shown you the Fulani cleric. Nigeria is not meant for you people. These are the supporters of Fulanis. Why is it that she and her husband is not talking about the children abducted? Because of breaking or breaching their contract. You take the oil, we take the land. We buy them. That's why Tinubu and his wife closed their mouth. They are not saying anything. But she's here. Tribal bigot. Teaching his people how they will deal with the Igbos. 2019, you have seen it. It's not hidden. If I come here and want to tell you anything, I will try my very possible best to bring a video to substantiate what I'm telling you. So our PM, he said that we are trying our very best to support our neighbors, because if you do not support them and they are not at peace, you, the neighbor, will not be at peace as well. But nobody is talking about that. The man that was brought to distract you, Obi, is yet doing his course, because Obi knows that as an Igbo man, he can never rule Nigeria. And last week, I brought a video of Kenneth Okonkwo telling you people that if you vote for Obi, you are bringing Tinubu back.
It's about seeing to the freedom of his past leaders that are in prison. That is a selfless sacrifice. A man that is not selfish, and a government that considers the interests of his people rather than his own personal. So these are the two main purposes that highlighted in this congressional testimony, before other things later came up with.
Yes, for those of you who thought that Biafra Republic government is not doing anything to bring our leaders out, let me tell you, you people are compounding their problems. Do you know what is going on now? Onyendu, has made an appeal for putting him in life sentence. And the Nigeria government wants to counter it and demand for death penalty. Everything that you people, you will go to Sokoto and come out and be talking rubbish. You do not know that you are putting this man into deeper and deeper jeopardy. The same thing with our first Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa. I thought you people said you are going to bring him out. Where is he? How can a man who is in life sentence be making a Sokoto declaration? All lies. Getting your freedom is not based on propaganda. Because if it's based on propaganda, that means you are not serious. Because propaganda is something you use either during war or anything to scare your enemy that is not real. What we are doing is real. We are fighting to be free. It's not a propaganda. Our freedom fight is not a propaganda. Ogwai na anu bụ eziokwu. Na anyị chọrọ ịrapụ Nigeria. Aya na-egwu egwu ọnwa. Na the first paragraph of this. And on I got to the ear and the right place for the people who can help and make our leaders to be released. And the current leader now telling you that this is the way. What do? You close your mouth. You close your mouth and follow suit. Onwere ife na-eme unu n'isi. Unu ga-ama na ife niile a unu na-eje ekwukọba n'ugwu Hausa na Sokoto, onye ndu si, onye ndu asịrọ, asị, ọkwa 30th of May agago. To tell you that you are all liars. Unu amụtago ife unu mụta n'aka ndị Fulani, ọ chọrọ ịpụ unu n'isi. Obi nọfụ kịta na-edeceive ghali unu. Obi adịrọ serious. Obi nwere ego ọpake na offshore. Ando ego afụ ka ndị ma maka da money je threaten ya. Obi owepụta nugo ego, onye na-eji ịzọ president ade ewepụta ego. Obi asị gị na ọ bụrụ ego ka eji eme campaign. Because ọma na ya spend the child the money na onwere bịa ji azụ eje. He's always telling you people, na ejiri ego eme campaign. Na ga-eme campaign in accordance with what is going on. Na-ekwu ya ka Tinubu kupụrụ unu na Obi. Maka na Tinubu is now asking for $117 million loan from World Bank. Some Nigerians, where they petition, World Bank wee kwụsị. Ego niile a Nigeria Tinubu na-eboro for election. Onwere ebe unu bụ ndị Nigeria, onwere ebe unu one Nigerianist, onwere ebe unu ji azụ eje. Nigeria will never work. Those who are asking you, is Nigeria working for you? They are wasting their time because Nigeria will never work. And Biafra is our brainchild. You need to support it. Stop your flimsy excuse. All your excuses. Oh, ndị achọrọ ịtụ ego. Una achọrọ ịtụ ego. Una si ịnọ na CRC. Ebi that 2 penny. Come and donate. This is our website here. Yes, this is our website. Go there and you will donate. This yellow icon, click on it. You will see everything. J donate ego. All these countries where you people are rushing to. You go to South Africa, achụọ unu. You go to Ghana, achụọ gị. You go Mozambique, esi ebe anwa chụpụta gị. Donate money and support your government. Stop giving excuse. Mazio Genkere is not a lady. She is not looking for husband. Or that you know anything. Oh, because nu ejiro chichi. Onku nu jeji une zoya. Noria nenu. Zoya n'ime ike gị. Ka mmadụ ghara ịfụ ya. Ị chọrọ ịtụ ego. Mana ị chọrọ Biafra. Content creators. Mmadụ ga-atabili unu ọnụ here. You people don't want to do anything. Unu welu Mazi Oge Nkere na-enye excuse. You don't want to support your government. Mazi Oge Nkere ọbụrụ ya setele ọgụ a na-ada. Ọbụrụ ya setele ọgụ a na-ada. Ọbụrụ onye Fulani, as far as I know. And he's a man I have seen with my 2 naked eyes in Finland. Oh, ezigbo nwa afọ Igbo. All the qualified ichi Biafrans. And the ebochi anyeje kita, there is light at the end of the tunnel. Onye ọbụla gwa onye eziokwu. Una na-asị asị na-agagharị up and down. Onye ndu si, onye ndu asịrọ. Ọkwa 30th of May agago. All lies. Kita ife niile unu na-ekwu. Nigeria gọọmenti ga-eji ekita na-ekpe ikpe. Ya kwuo ma ya kwu anụrọ m. Enwere m ike believe something I did not hear or see. Amara m oge onye ndu ji wee ghọzie potato na-amazi riri na-eme na ya ga-eme Sokoto amamife unu kpọrọ ya. Every time unu nwa nọdụ na fight onwe unu. Shame on all of you. Neya na this very first paragraph bụ maka release of onye ndu and Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoko to the right place. Unu bia una na-akụ na bandazụ. Anytime when we say there's a lifting up, una na say that there's a lifting down. I don't know what is wrong with our people. Una like eziokwu. Okenye fusi asị ọ na-asị. And you think that people are not watching you.
So for those of you that have not seen this before, please take a screenshot and then read through. When you see those on the media coming to do propaganda and blackmail and slander against the Prime Minister of the Biafran Republic government in exile, Okechukwu Nkere, please ask them and show them that the primary purpose of the testimony that was submitted in Washington, D.C. was to pressure the Nigerian government, to pressure the European government to see that they release our past leaders that they have kidnapped and locked up in prison. And also to let Biafra have freedom, to allow them to be. Before we even later went into talking about other things. So the sacrifices that we sacrifice for our past leaders in prison are even more than those that are here, because we want to see them released tomorrow. Then coming down to the recommendations of this congressional testimony is where we are coming now, because the recommendations of the congressional testimony has really been made in different ways. Prime Minister, there is something that we see about your style of services for Biafra people. You go with a multi-dimensional approach. When your government submitted a congressional testimony in June 2025, you did not just go with Biafra on your congressional testimony. You expanded from Biafra to all the leaders in prison and leaders and Biafrans that have been kidnapped and locked up. You even went as far as the Nigerian Christian genocide. You pointed to the middle Prime Minister. There is some.
Yes, is just rolling back and repeating itself again. Biafrans, it's good to say the truth. Tell yourself the truth. Tell yourself the truth. No matter how you pretend, the truth will always prevail. Because we are predominantly Christians. And we could remember that what they are fighting against us now is jihad war. Gumi said it, that they are fighting jihad war. Our Prime Minister, he needs your support for Biafra to come. Not your support for him to be able to feed. Not your support for him to get his leave to remain in America. He's already a citizen. And what he is telling you now was what Ojukwu said in 1966 through to 1970. What Wazirike said, what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, what our first Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, what he said. That's what he is telling you now. He does not need your assistance in any personal way apart from Biafra. Do you people think whether or when he has rest or whether he is paid? During the time of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, remember, people were being paid. Even those that works in Radio Biafra then, they were all paid. Even the deputy of Onyendu, called, what's his name, Uche Mefo, he was paid. Even this China Samoru, he was paid. They were all being paid. 4,000 euro, which is almost the same as $4,000. But all of us, from the Prime Minister down to me and any other person in the media, nobody, we don't even talk about payment. So you should now realize the sacrifice that this man lays himself down to make, to see that Biafra comes. I don't know where your mind is. We want Biafra to come so that those one Nigerianists will learn and see that independence, freedom is the best thing that any human being can enjoy in life. Because you see the way we are organized now in exile, then you will think of how we will be organized when we are in homeland, when we become a nation. Now, there's a video I want to show you where a Muslim man have said the truth that entered my ear once by calling out Gumi.
Ahmad Gumi. To be honest with you, I've been restraining myself for a very long time not to speak in public to Sheikh Ahmad Gumi, with profound respect to him. But first of all, I am a Muslim. Secondly, I'm a Northerner. And I think he is not representing what we should stand for as Muslims, whether as Ahlul Sunnah or any other seriously, moderate and responsible Muslim. Sheikh Gumi is a retired military officer.
Yeah.
Sheikh Gumi is a leader of people and is an Islamic scholar. But this behavior that has refused to go away, or he has refused to stop it, I think people like us should be able to tell him it is time he stops and have the real fear of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and stop misrepresenting what Islam stands for. If he wants to be a politician, he should come out and tell us what he wants to do, because some of them have started declaring for candidacy, which is their fundamental human right. Yeah. So he should not hide behind anything. Secondly, if he wants to be a negotiator of bandit under any guise, also he should take a clear position so that Nigeria will take a position, in that regard.
Yeah.
But having said that, I think it is becoming borderline irresponsible for such a person that we used to look with a high level of respect to start misguiding people because we have teeming youths in northern Nigeria that are needing the right kind of leadership, the right kind of direction. Don't forget that Sheikh Rumi last year was banned from entering Saudi Arabia with a valid visa, which before then, by the way, since I think 2010, he has not been allowed to enter Saudi Arabia. He called it politically motivated. I tell him he should have a food for thought. Having said that, let us even dimension this issue. Sounding like a broken record conversation about negotiation and rehabilitation and whatever. To Sheikh Gumi and others that are proponents of this, what would they say to the family of the people or the families of the people that these people have massacred? Or has he forgotten the injunction in the Holy Quran about those that took arms and killed innocent people? Be they Muslims or non-Muslims, that are non-combatant, that are not fighting against you, that are helpless people. In addition to that, talk about negotiation. We are here last 2 or 3 months, a known bandit in Katsina who killed an assistant commissioner of police in action, wore his uniform, took his gun, and went to the so-called negotiation with government officials. What did Sheikh Gumi say about that? What is his own position about that? Is he saying that that particular kind of person is a victim? This man is just gaslighting these people. What will he say about those others that were quote-unquote rehabilitated in Maiduguri and others, and even reintegrated into the army and turned the gun against their fellow army officers, and go about disclosing the movements and the logistics
and these things that are saying, these are facts.
These are facts. If I knew we were going to have this conversation, I've written about it. I even have their names and the name of the officers they have killed. So there is completely no sense of responsibility, no sense of sensitivity, and there is now beginning to taint this religion of Islam in a way and manner that any well-meaning Muslim in this country should stand up and say, this is enough. Okay? So I wouldn't want us to digress too much, but thank you for this opportunity. To Sheikh Ahmad Gumi, I have a lot of respect for you. You are a father, you are a leader, and if you are truly leading Muslims, then the conversation should not be painting these people as bandits, raping people, maiming people. By the way, Sheikh Gumi, most of the people you are saying we should rehabilitate are always high on drugs and alcohol. What does Islam say about that? To having said that, I think we should stop giving him too much airtime, and I think also government is pussyfooting on this. Forget the friends. We should take a position on this. What are we doing? Are we fighting terrorism or are we not?
Absolutely. Very, very important point, Mother. And I must say that, I commend your, the patriotism that is behind that comment, because,
Thank you very much.
When some of us say this, well, you guys, guys from the South, but I just feel that, it's not really, it's not ennobling of.
Now, why did I bring this? I brought this video and waited for it to finish. This man mentioned gaslighting, that is what Gumi is doing. And my English dictionary said, gaslighting is a form of psychological and emotional abuse where a person systematically manipulates. Do you know that this same Gumi, when America came and bombed the third time, that fired that their leader, one of the ISIS leaders in Nigeria, because they have come to Nigeria twice since this year and once last year. Gumi started meandering, lying, telling lies. This is the first time I'm hearing an Islamic guy with his face open telling Gumi the truth. This is what we were going through. We went through it 1967. And now God has allowed everybody in that region to go through it. And people are now talking. Gumi lied and said that he does not have anything to do with terrorists. I have another video. Let me search for it, where you will see Gumi. Gumi talking to the media. Gumi is the problem. The next problem we have. The next problem we have is Gumi He's the one that goes to bring these terrorists. After bringing them, he will come and lie and pretend. Look at what he was saying here. Listen to him.
Nowhere. They are going nowhere. They are part of us and we are part of them. We must live with them.
They are part of us and we are part of them. We must live with them. That's what Gumi is saying. Now, there was a video where he ran away with his denial and denied that he has nothing to do with this group of men. Gumi is the one that imports these people. Gumi is in charge of them. Kashim Shettima, you will never hear him. He is hiding, keeping quiet. He is the one sponsoring these people, allegedly. Allegedly, he is the one sponsoring them, making sure that they are there. And when you see this, you will remember what I said about Yakubu Gowon being the one that perpetrated all this evil that we are going through today. So, Biafrans, why am I doing all this? We should learn how to face realities. Support your government, because all these people, they are not going to stop. They are not going to stop. People are crying out loud.
To be honest with you, I've been restraining myself for a very long time not to speak important and responsible Muslim. Shehumi is a retired military officer.
Yeah.
Shehumi is a leader of people and is an Islamic scholar. But this behavior that has refused to go away, or he has refused to stop it, I think people like us should be able to tell him it is time he stops.
It is time he stops. People like us, it's time he stops. But Gumi is denying. This is his Muslim brother. This is a Fulani man. Look at their noses. They are the same. That's the way they look. These are Fulanis. But this very Fulani man is the only one I have seen in years coming to tell him the truth. So, Biafrans, when you are seeing all these things, hearing it, what are we waiting for? What are we waiting for? Why will anybody be still waiting for a leader that is in prison to come out before you wake up and do something to safeguard yourself, your families at home, and your land?
And have the real fear of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and stop misrepresenting what Islam stands for. If he wants to be a politician, he should come out and tell us what he wants to do, because some of them have started declaring for candidacy, which is their fundamental human right. Yeah. So he should not hide behind anything. Secondly, if he wants to be a negotiator of bandit under any guise, also he should take a clear position so that Nigeria will take a position, you know, in that regard. Yeah. But having said that, I think it is becoming borderline irresponsible for such a person that we used to look with a high level.
Borderline irresponsibility, borderline, is no longer full responsible Islamic cleric that they used to look at him as what he is. That's what the guy is saying. Borderline.
Full of respect to start misguiding people because we have teeming youths in northern Nigeria that are needing, you know, the right kind of leadership, the right kind of direction. Don't forget that Shehumi last year was banned from entering Saudi Arabia.
Yeah. He was banned from entering Saudi Arabia. Why? These are the people that originated Islamic religion. But those in Africa, they will bring all these groups to be unaliving the people of their own country. You know, they say that if there's any unsettled situation in a country that lasts for 1 month or more than 1 month, it will become government sponsored, because that government is supposed to get rid of it. If any chaotic situation is going on in a country and that country leaders do not do anything or didn't do anything to stop it, then you know that they are in support. This thing started since 2015 when Buhari came. Till tomorrow, it is happening. Nigeria is too big, they cannot rule themselves. They have no sense of administration or management. Biafrans should rise up, donate and fund your liberation, and support. Because even a Fulani man like Gumi, look at their nose, looking the same. They are brothers. But this one can no longer stomach what Gumi is doing. And he has come out to condemn Gumi.
With a valid visa, which before then, by the way, since I think 2010, he has not been allowed to enter Saudi Arabia. He called him politically motivated. I tell him he should have a food for thought. Having said that, let us even dimension this, sounding like a broken record conversation about negotiation and rehabilitation and whatever. To Shekumi and others that are proponents of this, what would they say to the family of the people or the families of the people that these people have massacred? Or has he forgotten the injunction in the Holy Quran about those that took arms and killed innocent people, be they Muslims or non-Muslims, that are non-combatant, that are not fighting against you, that are helpless people? In addition to that.
So, Biafrans, we have gone through all this, and now you will understand that our Prime Minister is here with a broom to clean the dirty house. That's the way I see him now. Our Prime Minister is like a man with a broom to clean and mop and sanitize a dirty house. I know not many of you will accept or agree with what I'm saying, but if you are a true freedom fighter, you should act as one. Stop deceiving yourself and stop paying lip service. If you want to donate, because you run to a platform where you cannot donate a penny, and you will ask yourself, since I joined this struggle, how much have I donated to support my government? That America is a great country is not Donald Trump. No, it is the citizens of America who pay their tax diligently for their government to have enough to spend. Those who work as ministers, they work. Those who work as House of Representatives, they go to work. Those who are engineers, they go to work. Those who are soldiers, they work. Those who are police, they work. Those who are lecturers, teachers in America, they work and they pay their taxes to their government. That is why America is a great nation. In China, it's not their president that is making China great. He is only a civil servant. It is the Chinese people. They are industrialists. They pay their tax. They pay their tax. China produces anything you can think of in this world. And all those companies, they pay their tax. So Biafrans, the Biafran Republic government in exile, you need to pay your tax. Need, not want. Because there are differences between want and need. You need something when it is imminent, that if you do not do that thing, something will go seriously wrong. and what you want out of leisure. So there are two different things. We need to pay our taxes and support our government in exile. We want Biafra to come so that we will go home. As we are all getting old, if today has gone, you can never bring today back again. You have added another day in your life. And the more you are adding days, the older you get. So let us do this. We cannot be fighting for freedom for the rest of our lives. The earlier and the sooner we hurry up and get our nation, the better for us. The better for us. Wow. My brother, Ndewo. That is how they start. No problem. At least they will write their statement why they are taking him to court. So if there's anything of theirs he steal or he stole, we will all know. There are some fools here. I'm not reading your comments. So let them go ahead. After taking him to court, I wonder where they will take Gumi and Kashim Shettima to. This is the thing that I am talking about. Yes, we must fund Breji. Amandia Neze TV Ndewo. We must fund Breji. Breji is our government in exile. Thank you, Chukwuma, for the information. I will find out. I will find out. Let nobody be scared. We should fight Nigeria and free ourselves. It is our right. We have right to be free. And my people, I will tell you that this program today, I have almost come to an end. And I will love you people and leave you here. And we pray to God that by tomorrow we will have to come again and talk to ourselves. We will not stop until Biafra comes. All hail Biafra. Peace, progress, unity, and equity. I love you, my people. Onye ndị ilo gbara gburugburu na-eme gịnị? Ọ na-eche ndụ ya nche mgbe niile. Ụmụ Biafra unu alarụkwa n'ụla. Ndewonu. Bye bye from here, and may God Chukwu Okike Abịama bless each and every one of you. Bye, my people.